Hi everyone, I am here to do my tag video, HCG Tag Fall 2012. If you haven't gotten an invite to do this, you don't need one. Consider this your tag. Thank you, Toy, for doing this for us. It makes it fun, right? I mean, we think we know a lot about each other, but I think we learn a lot about each other too through this and through this process. We've done them before, but also it changes things up, you know, because it's always HCG, and we have fun and we do different things, but I just like doing something different. So thank you. So I'm going to get going because I know I'm a long-winded individual. I have my list right here on my iPad. Using my iPhone to record, my iPad to check the questions. I have my cup of coffee here, and I should be sitting down, but I don't have anywhere to like keep my phone without having to hold it. So I'm just gonna, it's in a stand here, so this is easiest for me. Okay, so my real name is Kim, and some of you might wonder why it's K Korka, or Karika is the pronunciation, but a lot of people say Korka. That was my maiden name. So I created the account before I got married, and then when I needed to do something, I just used this account and I never changed it. So that's what that stands for. I am doing homeopathic. This is my third round. All 3 rounds have been pharmaceutical grade homeopathic drops. Sorry, I'm getting them, so don't go anywhere. Okay, in case anybody wants to see. Biogenesis is what I was getting. Professional oral HCG homeopathic. You can only get this through a doctor, I think. I don't think you can like go out and buy this anywhere. So anyway, that's what I've been using up until now, and then they actually just changed brands. So I have a newer brand, but it's my last bottle. I'm done pretty much. I guess that answers this. I do drops. So if I come back and do a last round, which I probably will at some point, even if I get pregnant, maybe after the pregnancy, if I need to lose or want to lose some weight, then I will probably do one last round. And I'm probably, I mean, homeopathics worked for me. I have no reason not to use it again. But just out of curiosity, I might try a round of injections. I'm not really sure. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. What do you do for a living? I am in the IT field, and I've been in it for about 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, I don't know now. I'm contracted with I think I told you guys, with Pizza Hut, with a major corporation. I do not work for Pizza Hut. I work for an IT company, and they contract our services. So I manage the desktop support technicians who support all of the employees at Pizza Hut corporate. And then also I manage the asset coordinators who manage all the assets at each site, and we have sites in California and Orange County, California, Louisville, Kentucky, and then in the Dallas area. And I also do the asset management as well at my site. So that's what I do. I do work in a predominantly male field because it's IT, and IT is a lot of men, but I prefer that because I actually only had men reporting to me, you know, all the texts up until about a year ago, and then I had girls start reporting to me, and they're just a little bit more work than boys. Boys are, you know, generally speaking, they're low maintenance. So, but I love what I do. I've been doing it I've been at this job for almost 7 years now, I think. I cannot do video without fixing my hair because my hair's never where I want it to be. I think I need to get Aquanet so that it like stays exactly where I want it to stay, so I don't have to touch it. Sorry guys, it must be so annoying. Girls, I always say guys, sorry girls. And boy, we might have one male follower. What is your most interesting job? Can you share a funny story? I can. When I lived in California, worked for AmeriQuest Mortgage Company in their IT department as well. And one day, one of the guys that I work with, who was also a good buddy of mine, like a good friend, we hung out, after work, and a group of us did. Sorry, my phone rang. And just so you guys know, because I hate when that happens, if you have an iPhone or any type of I think any type of device that'll work on, if you turn your phone to airplane mode while you're doing a video, then calls cannot get through and interrupt or stop your video. So if you just want a couple minutes of private time to record your video and not get interrupted, just go in and change it to airplane mode and then just turn it off when you're done. Basically, it just sends them to voicemail while you're doing your vlog. So now I'm going to have to go and edit this before I can post it because it broke up into 2 videos. Annoying. Okay. This job is not necessarily the most interesting job, but it is where the funny story comes from. I was saying I worked for AmeriQuest Mortgage. There was a bunch of us that hung out, as groups. We would take our lunch breaks together. We would go out after work. We would meet up on the weekends. We would do barbecues, whatever. It was a ton of fun. Well, one of the guys that was on my team sent out an email message saying that he was going to be out of the office that day, and if there was any urgent issues, to contact him either via email or cell phone. And he had sent it out to the whole department. Our department was huge. It was 150 people basically. So I replied to him jokingly because we were buddies, and I said, I have an emergency. I piddled my panties. Well, quickly I discovered, after I started receiving a bunch of instant messages on my computer, because we had Communicator or whatever, people making jokes about it, I realized I replied all and not just to him. And that was the biggest, worst mistake you can possibly make in corporate America, is replying all on something like that. That should have been personal, And I had never in my career made that mistake. And I've been in corporate America since my young 20s. So I was just oh my God. Now my director had just that week sent out an email saying, stop using our company distribution list to send out jokes and funny emails and stuff. This is for business use only. And so when I sent that out, I thought I was going to die, and I thought I was going to get fired or reprimanded. So I ran to her office and I said, I just sent out an email and I did not mean to send it to everybody. I only meant to send it to the person who sent it to me. And she was laughing, and she goes, I knew that was so out of character for you, and blah, blah, blah. So she she was totally fine with it. But I became the joke of the month or quarter. I don't even know. It was around the holidays. And so they created this flyer, and instead of fiddler on the roof, they put piddler on the roof with my picture, and the jokes never stopped. But it was funny. I mean, who cannot laugh at that? So I thought that was pretty funny, and my worst work mistake ever. Thankfully, it turned out okay, and I haven't done it again since. So, are you the only person in your family that struggles with weight? No, my mom's a little overweight. My dad's a little overweight. He's got that under control. My mom's starting to get hers under control. My sister's always been thin. My brother is buff. He's got a very low percentage of body fat. He works out every day, and so he's never had any weight issues. So, and neither is my sister really. But so yes, I'm the only sibling, but my parents have struggled a little bit. They're not majorly obese, but they tend to not watch what they eat basically, and chunk up. So, do you have any chronic health issues? Do you believe they're a result of abnormal fat? Yes, I think most of you know I have autoimmune disease, and so I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, and I also have endometriosis, which is that female disease. That's my immune system attacking my reproductive system. I have psoriasis, a mild version of psoriasis, which actually, interestingly enough, HCG has made go away. It was just a mild version on the back of my scalp, but it's gone away since I've been on HCG, so I've enjoyed that. Do I believe it's a result of abnormal fat? I don't know, because I don't think that as my fat's going away, my disease is going away. I mean, I still have it. It's chronic, so when something's chronic, typically you have it the rest of your life. So I'm not going to rule out the fact that maybe we can improve the situation or make it go away. You know, HCG Chica was able to go off her thyroid medication. So I think it depends on what type of thyroid medication you have, you know, what type of thyroid disease you have, and just, I don't know, everything. So yes, I think I'm healthier generally speaking, obviously, since I've lost the weight, and I think my health's improving regardless of whether I have chronic illness or not. Do you have your vitamin D checked? I actually put this on the list of questions for Toy to ask people because it's very important for you to have it checked, because low vitamin D contributes to a lot of major illnesses. And I don't know what the statistic is. It's like 60% of Americans are low in vitamin D. It might even be higher. The ranges that the labs give you is like 30 to something, but like most naturopath doctors will say you want to be above 50. Some doctors even like to see you closer to 80. So if your vitamin D is low, it will contribute to many, many things. Go Google it, look it up, and if you're not getting it checked, make sure you are getting it checked, and make sure you know what your ranges are. Don't just have your doctor tell you, yeah, you're fine. Get a copy of your blood labs, look, and see for yourself, and then, you know, if you feel like it's not high enough or where it should be, then take a supplement. I do this supplement. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Here we go. It's micelicized, I think that's the way you say it, micelicized vitamin D3, and it's 1,000 IUs per drop. I've had this forever, since I started HCG, I think the first round. I don't know if this is my second bottle or not, but pretty much it's halfway full. I was taking 5,000 IU a day, and then my vitamin D levels got really high. You have to keep checking them on a regular basis, so I dropped it down to 2,000 IU a day. So that's what I take, and in the winter I might go back up a little bit. I think in the summer, you know, we get more sun, so we don't need as much supplementation if you are getting sun and not using sunscreen, which you shouldn't be, because there's cancer-causing stuff in sunscreen, so check on that. Love you. Okay, what does HC mean to you, and how did you learn about it? I think I've told the story before, but at least 3 people have told me to do HCGs on several occasions. One of them was my hairdresser, another was a girl at work, and there was somebody else, I forgot, that asked me, you know, if I've tried it or if I was going to try it, and I always refused because I didn't know anything about it, and I was uneducated, and I didn't think it was good for me, so I just didn't do it. And then finally I found my naturopath who I went to, and she asked me if I ever tried it, and I was like, are you serious? Like, you actually condone this? And she goes, well, I did it myself, and it helped me when nothing else did. And, you know, nothing else did help me. I mean, I was literally, I think I've told you guys, but I do have new followers. I went on that like allergy diet, kind of like what Miss HCG girl was talking about, where you had to eliminate everything. Like, I had to eliminate dairy, meat, nuts, pepper. I mean, even good foods, but like things that were common allergens. And I didn't lose a pound. So, I mean, clearly there was something going on with me. I gave up gluten. I've been gluten-free for 2 years because of an intolerance. When I gave up gluten, I didn't lose any weight. So like something was going on with my body. It was in the gym 8 hours a week. I was eating, you know, all whole foods, nothing processed, totally healthy. And it wasn't budging. So this is like the first thing that's worked for me. And when my doctor recommended it, she said, why don't you read the HCG protocol, take a look and let me know and get back to me. And so I did, and then I was sold at that point. I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Scientifically, I understand why this works and that you're not really starving yourself and blah, blah, blah. So that's when I decided to do it. But let me tell you what it took to get me to that point. Like, referrals to this doctor, several referrals to this doctor, people telling me over the years, try it, try it, try it, try it. Like, it took a long time to get through to me. Now I'm kicking myself in the butt going, I didn't have to suffer through obesity all those years, spinning my wheels, spending countless hours in the gym, all for what? It wasn't even working. And I was going insane, like literally going insane, because what is the definition of that? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And it wasn't like, you know, some people have weight issues because they have emotional eating, you know, issues or whatever. That wasn't the case with me. It was just that my body wasn't processing the food and the calories the way that it should. And obviously the HCG has reset my system. So it's working the way it should be now. you know, and I've had this huge fear, like at the end, what's going to happen? Is my body going to work like it should, or am I going to gain all this weight back? Am I going to have to do rounds of HCG the rest of my life? But I think after spending, you know, a couple rounds in P3 and P4 and seeing that my body was still doing what it was supposed to do, even without the drops, was very refreshing to me and very reassuring. And I'm very confident that I can maintain my weight loss once I finish this. So I'm feeling really good about it and optimistic. That's it. So it's probably going to be a long video. This says 10 minutes, but I have the first part where I had first started. But very quickly, before I let you go, I just wanted to show you that one of my dresses that I got online from eBay. I got this to wear to Barbados, and it's a little brown dress, and I just have to make sure the sleeves sit properly because it shows my bra a little bit. Let me back up out here. Okay, I guess that's pretty far away for you guys to really see, but I got this off eBay. It's a size 8 Anthropology dress, and I got it for pretty inexpensive. I think it was like 20 bucks plus shipping, $5 shipping. So I'm excited. It's brown and it's cute, and it'll be perfect for Barbados when we go. Hooray! Okay. It was fun, guys. Talk to you soon.